Why crowd my NTO and game one, of course, and I'm some Morocco are making history at the World Cup.
Right, Oneba, good morning, Oneba.
Good morning.
Yes, of course, Modica Eramu so much at discussing game now. But Osha said Morocco, Obia Bo Morocco Baswa, of course, about the structure now. I lead Morocco drew this stage. Now was also a Eramu Feda. I can be for Walid Regragu. This is a man who was given the job back in August, just August, August, September, October, Now, what me, I set up a team or yeah, can't, I mean, this is the World Cup. It's quadrennial every 4 years and ever. And that Ukodruhon we are a DBA we biano. And so money historical. So he's built a team or more me and making name for themselves and of course Africa. So Osha. Every single team revolves around something. Pep Guardiola team, Okaya Barcelona, revolved extremely around attacking, instincts. And especially their midfield, and they taking control and balance. But this team Moroccan side, I come once, I'm building team on a very, very solid defensive strength. And everything they do on the football field, reflected the sort of mentality now our hudu. Even on my club side, Oba ufie no consider me ensa. As my catcher on say Oba ha measure of 4 or measure of 5 or the be a 2 goals in our considering. So this is purely down to mentality. But yenya a country back do the World Cup semi-final now your bomb basso based on a mentality. It doesn't happen that way. A lot of factors. Yedika can was even proud to the World Cup say you need a lot of potential quality or setup depth within the squad. Technical brilliance, I mean from the technical bench and you bet me the amount, you need a lot of maturity and the World Cup fortune. We here and also to be now about what media progresses. So so we share the screen as well. I think the Morocco photo area Jumapa and I'm building a very, very, very good team. So France for you never be the shock of the World Cup history since 1930, probably ever see Qatar in they are doing something good. Me news talking about who the person representing my na submit me at so the akwa.
Okay, Newton in Morocco game no na fe ntoaso.
Yes, so on the screen over share the medical highlight to hanwa the 3 lions and free and the sandpaper no at the bus Harry's pain and it was down to penalty share a surasia the score line and share this situation now just the kind of pain hurricane almost abreno and the sun newspaper and Osha has says au revoir Qatar. England pay penalty in a World Cup thriller with France. And this is the headliner about Sunday Express. Now, gidi. And usually, the old screen is not here, but my person overshare and wants to me power. I say, this is very, very. Yes, Osha, there a war screen as well. This is Morocco. Map on a war Morocco near. Now, so about Osha map on it, baby, I may highlight it now. Morocco the African continent and so. But between Morocco and the Europe and as a Western world, the sea, Mediterranean Sea, of which Ubenya Gibraltar or Honmaketwabi. But just after Gibraltar, there's a certain Spain, Portugal, no better France on top of Spain. So what it means is that Morocco will be a delay thus far our tournament to a with the exception of France. Now beyond France, Ubenya Belgium, SSO Honma. Not Morocco. So this is the Iberian region, Morocco and Mufesi, and the only thing that differentiates the African map from Europe is the sea, and I differentiate it. But very closer to the area, who say, but be Spain or Portugal, obviously France is also at the top, very, very, very well, representing Africa. So game, share your lineups are now 2 teams in you see them kind of expansive 4-3-3. Of course, I'm not about to roll into 4-1-2-3, where Saiz and Yannick. Now, this situation, mostly I forget our partner Roman Saiz, but and it's also giving us a new, different idea about this Moroccan team. So, team or player missing on Nakobeye. So Bufal, El Nasiri, and then Ziyech complements the final three, and that is what you have on your screen. 4-3-3 with a narrow midfield, meaning say you pass game no not your or try some back expand based on the fact they have Atiatala and of course Hakim Ashrafa on Morocco the flanks, and of course Portugal also responded with Diogo Costa, Porto goalkeeper, in a 4-1-2-3 similar formation, and also a real game. But Portugal have been very much consistent with the lineup. No, Morocco for no, and from their previous manager, Ali Ozic, I switch kakra about do Walid a position or was sending him kakra. So 4-3-3 and two teams in a real game, meaning say none of it based on this formation and the best deep, but no team sits deep, especially when you consider the roles. Now, for 73% of the ball for the Portuguese, I usually don't fancy possession. Based on the fact that your interpretation quite different. Say, okay, say, break it further down. Start and data, amount picture, but video gives you the real definition of the picture. So, first of all, my idea to say, this is the Portugal back four. The right back here, Pepe Diaz complements the back four. So this is the back four. Midfield try, will give you this. And anytime Biana Portugal, it means you have about 7 players from the base. Projected. Now, at this point, I'm asking one question. Why has Morocco left only one striker in El Nasiri to press? One here because of but the system demands so no one bit me pressing all these four. The reason is that 73% of that Portuguese possession, breaking it down, they had about 50 in their own half. And you tell me say the stats and the data never mind the summary of the game, but the video gives you the real definition of those stats. So when we say possess and you have just one player from Morocco, or press this guy, or press it, or put the press here. Only one striker in necessary. All of the rest have fallen back into their own yard. And what it means is that a more retrieval, making sure that the spaces are so tight. Now, at this point, Morocco switch into 3 different shapes and formations. The 4-1-4-1, 4-3-3, and sometimes the 4-4-2 traditional or the classic 4-4-2. So, Osha, your team be strength so much now. Analyze how a team build it out, and the Chelsea team were very much potent. But Morocco for no at the home some enjoy little possession or few times on the ball. But Portugal always enjoyed majority part of possession, but it translated into what? Now this is another formation. Ubeng said, no Morocco for no just 2 strikers in the final third. All of the rest are retrieved. I'm about crowd there on halfway line, and they've been very much consistent with this formation. So, despite the fact that Portugal have 3 players building out, how do you go through this? But the reality is, from this area, Morocco are really occupying the central zones. Each and every player will be original. So, this is the central dominance Morocco game. And Portugal for Nukrabono, but how do you build out centrally? So how do you go from here? It's very tough because centrally Morocco for not closely BBR. First of all, you need to go for a long ball or go through the short build-out sequences. No one lose ball. So yes, Diaz has the ball in possession, but Shehano Hochino. And it's all down to the brilliance of the structure. No lose possession. No lose possession. And I've told you, if indeed a person who team this strength on the ball, whenever they have possession, analyze the tricks or they build it out. So Portugal 73% of the ball, but 50% of it are falling in their own half. It means they never enjoyed non-territorial dominance against the Moroccans. On one half, they don't enjoy, but yeah, quite this side, now it's so tough at the moment. And look at the pressing traps. They don't really come at you. They always make sure it's a place where receive ball in dangerous areas. No matter you. And that is a trick. This guy took the job just in August. But look at the kind of job he's doing. Every single Moroccan is having a duty or a role to perform. And they are performing that with a collective effort. They are doing something good. But the reality is that he took the job back in August. So within that short time, I don't know about what I share Nima. I hear Juma Ewini Edima Morocco, the push on the Obukwanimu. And we can watch them say they have the 4-4-2. That is the 4-4-2 you have on the screen. 2 central players, 2 out wide. But the reality is that 2 out wide players in Ghana are falling a bit deeper. So you might think, say, I'm a central midfielders. No. Amrabat here, and then Unahi. These are the 2 central midfielders. And then you have 1 striker here. Or protecting El Nasseri whenever he loses the ball. So structure now is so consistent. 2 wide players, and I don't know almost, but I must stay narrow up and fin. It means they are telling the Portuguese to build out wide. 1 striker drop it, and then Amrabat is waiting to pounce on the 50-50 ball. It's a collective effort. It's a good job from the manager Walid Regragou. And Ebani say, yeah, we are talking about team Croatia and team Antoinette. Very, very attacking team. Belgium and team Antoinette. Jamaica can do it. Paraguay, Chile, they can't even do it. Liberia, and they've kept 9 clean sheets in their last 12 games. Quality side. They don't score more 5 goals and I score Hase. But how do you penetrate? This is the system. How do you penetrate Ohineba? It's very, very good system. And a manager know what build it. But sometimes the back 4 no, it may revert into a back 5 kind of situation. And some they don't press with aggression. On my Portugal for build the game now the back. But I be a kind of sensitive spot, the red zones within the corridors. That is where they begin to pounce. So once again, look at the structure here. I didn't feel feeling Kwan Morocco for an air try say nullify her, not giving any chance to the Portuguese. So how many players can you count here? You can count about 5-6 players here. But how do you build out? And the back 4 is so consistent in the sense that even the first line of Elusubo, they have a back 4. This is defensive compactiveness. Space in this so Portugal were about 3 players here, but they are all in between the lines, and it's so tough. Say, over to build it out. So if indeed, team B the strength, how or Jabba or Sheshe, and I am telling you, if ABA attacking side is so much good, but how do you penetrate? Belgium couldn't do this. Croatia couldn't do this, but do Portugal for us, almost struggle. Even a chain, they are not Belgium for no or more FM. So this is how they set up to defend and nullify every single Arsenal, Portugal for no Edeba. But first of all, say yeah, Portugal, how are now more building out here so tough there. Then I am telling you, say Morocco for no equabon no more building the bar with confidence. With a lot of confidence and composure. So look, how many players can you count here in red shirt? You have all of them falling and retrieving in their own deep defense. But how do you penetrate? It's always difficult. How to, and we've gone for 11 minutes without you seeing goalkeeper Yasan Bonu, Archibald on the goal post. So it means the ball is so tough. This is the kind of situation we'll be analyzing against France. So this is a setup. But first of all, you're moving on. Now you're Morocco for no, so I'm building the kind of strength, the kind of composure, I'm show our ball. So even in close spaces, Portugal air presses so tight, yet Morocco for no a bag exit a few much and Buffal on your screen a short while ago. So this is the situation. Morocco for no air building for but how do you stop them here? You have Portugal here, and it feels like I'm pressing, but I am telling you, these guys are building out with confidence. I am telling you, they are going. And this is the kind of situation I know at the Morocco for the firm. Yet, but for Moroccans, they will build out with ease. And this job started right from August. And we're implementing the ideas, the methods, out to me build it out with much confidence. Players, Robia Hoodie, and Mekacho say, you're making you are. Now you forget about Jumano alongside Roman Saiz. At some point, they lost Roman Saiz in their own central defense, captain, leader, real organizer, or backline, but they never missed him. So even in close spaces, not Morocco for shows say bust pressure by a swat, or bet me move ball quickly, not Omodico. And you've seen a couple of it. Anytime Biano, Omon Colombo, Omon boom, Omon Monton Chinako, 50-50. They try to build that shot and San Mabasene at their Portugal for half. And this is a kind of team or neighbor here come once. What you need to understand about these Moroccans, and I said they take advantage of every little few chance among Sabekan in the course of the game, and they don't rely on a star man like Ziyech. and yet say you're a certain star man be a team, they don't do that. So look at this build up, and it's urgent towards the goal. This is how the goal was scored, and it started right from Yasan Bonu, their goalkeeper. So go on by now, probably we're analyzing it, but look at the base here. That is a new back three, and the manager is so good in the sense that back three involves Yasan Bonu because you're close to Amrabat here. Portugal Amrabat film, so he's out of the equation. Yet these guys are building out without the involvement of Amrabat in the position. If you build that shot, pressure also, but how to exit the zone? Morocco for no, almost show a lot of strength on that. Build out to look at that verticality. And 50 pair the general on the bonfire. And this is the build out towards the goal. And going back at the time, Yasan Bonu, the goalkeeper, really started the build out. They nearly lost that ball through Buffal. Yet they recovered. In 10 overs, they spent like some few seconds and San make me recover ball fast. But before we enjoy goal, no, this is an error from Diogo Costa. I mean, top level goalkeeping. You consider goal, will say. And I can't forgive you, Diogo Costa. In top level goalkeeping, you don't do this. First of all, the communication between the goalkeeper and then Diaz never existed. All PF goal posting one can be Diaz going for the ball, never communicated. And look at that jump from Eneseri. What jump as in keeper now, what jump as in Diaz. And this is the error that brought down the goal. So first of all, apart from someone who Costro, Diaz and Diogo Costa now, the communication, the error was really unpardonable. How can you just exit your area and clearly, who say we're missing a fist to the ball? And the Serie already had connection to the ball, but I think Diogo Costa, but Diaz couldn't even have a jump. That was the situation that brought the goal. But it's a detail of error. Morocco for the team analyzing it so well from Porto. This error happened in the Champions League. And Wasabe committed the same error. You are dealing with one of the best strikers in area durability. Area situations, you don't deal with this guy with this mediocre situation. It's an error that cannot be forgiven on this platform. Before that, look at the situation here. This was the position of Eneseri. He was very closer to Guerrero. But changing the position and about attacking Diaz of Manchester City. And that is the brilliance of certain center forwards. They are thinking. He started moving very closer to Guerrero. And then later, analyzing and then anticipating the speed and the position of the ball. And changing or picking ball or Diaz and change. So this is a striker's thinking. He was the first man to be in the air, making sure that Obenya a very good solid connection. And Onya this ball. I mean, whenever you miss this, you are not getting this anymore. This was one of the biggest errors. Ubenya or tournament to ACIC. I mean, look at that gracious miss out there from Diogo Costa. And Eneseri made sure that Bono and the reaction from the greatest Portuguese player ever, the contrast reaction that happened right after the goal. Emma who said, I mean, it's bitter and then pain merged together at that situation. And Morocco for making sure that every single thing they were defending their blood out. One, the mentality is working. The tactical brilliance is working, and the collective effort on the field is really pushing Morocco up to this point. And one thing I was saying, even after the goal, look at this. They caught the Portuguese on 3-man back. Pepe here, Diaz here, Guerrero. They caught them there. But equally, you can also count how many attackers you find here. It's 3 against 3. How can you miss this? How can you miss this? You have another player on Namsur Hokra or Bao Piki space. How can you miss this? Morocco had a chance to, go 2 goals up, yet they missed this ball at Siat Allah, our friend. How can you miss this quality left back? But Onyame step kakrawo and Okobobo. You don't get these guys. I mean, the Portuguese now they got the spacing behind the bar, the last line of defense, and Omani pace in show, but the last connection never happened. And right after that, we are also talking about this guy, Yasan Bonu. Ohineba, won't mean setting any structure on the football field. Look at this chance once more. They all fell for Morocco. I'm sure France will definitely feel it. He lost the technique. The plan, everything worked, but they lost the technique. Adiabako Morocco for so well. Almost set pieces, the structure. They always have 2 players, our box in you kind of possession security. So those are the guys there. your friend possession security. Whenever you lose the first ball, the second ball, they make sure that they are still retaining and sustaining the pressure in your own half. It will be nipa 2 ejina box next year just to make sure say keeper ne be you defender be you about 20 per me so or outside the box. That is what is termed possession security. So they are doing a lot of things push you more at this far. But can you build a system without talking about a goalkeeper? The kind of saves Yassine Bonu has been doing, El Catano, it show a lot of strength. Now talk about France 98 with Barthez, Japan, Korea with Roberto Marcos, for Palmeiras, for Brazil, Obabeji, Edimamo, Japan, Korea, Obaba BM 2006. Top goalkeepers have won the World Cup. 2014, you have Manuel. So this guy is really making sure that despite the structure, despite the tactical brilliance, everything he does in the goalpost shows real confidence and experience at the highest level. This is elitism. That is a World Cup. You need to have everything complete. And look at that saver. Or at the national side, the Moroccans has been doing everything. So from the goalkeeper to the last striker, everything is in tandem, and it's supporting the push for Morocco to be at this stage. They are doing some quality job, but big congrats to manager Walid Regragou. The kind of joy he's brought to the Moroccans, the kind of game he's been playing out in Qatar, a show and Yema Bebre. This goalkeeper hasn't been in all the games. I mean, Yassine Bonu, at the Belgium game, he was off and was on the bench. But ever since Obayano, he's been doing some good job at Morocco for now. Ronaldo has a last save that really should have gone at the back of the net. But every single touch, look at how he denied this last ditch. And also time now, that was around the 82nd minute. Pressure would have really mounted. But he made sure that diving reflex would stay put Morocco in the game and continue to push them to the semi-final. So they are doing some good job. But one thing I mentioned also said, "We should team Bia, we are seeing no one keep Papa Fernando Moa." And the next said, "What's a couple man one Sakura." So Yassine Bonu is doing so. Look at that save, very close scenario save from Ronaldo. Or save who Edema Morocco, also stay in the game. But on about keys here, what screen so near new home market to This is the keys of pain, and it would continue to stay in the history books of the World Cup. Now it is keys of pain and relief at that same point. After Pepe MSA ball, then say Gunitino, and then make Unai and making sure say Obekisino as a sign of relief. But Pepe was in real pain. So Morocco, all the headlines and Rano, for keys of pain, but maybe the relief, keys of relief, I can hold because it was 90. Plus 8. 90 plus 8. And Yakumu cross 7 and Pepe made sure say Obemesi ball. Afterwards, Unai he got closer, kissed the skull of Pepe. And Morocco for now and the say a kiss of pain. Now this picture would always haunt the Portuguese. This is one of the biggest pictures. After the game, Qatar for release, they will be putting this picture in a frame. This picture here, I have a story to tell you, but this is the last one of it. I have a very great story to share with everyone. Behind every beautiful win precedes a dirty win. What is that dirty win? I will tell you tomorrow, Heniba.
Okay. Newton, no, you see me, say, can we coach such defense of Morocco? Quite been a so penetrating.
Yes. I think whenever they come forward, I'm about with just 7 players. Now 7 or 11 players, not 7 free, but they are coming now halfway line. So a man is so difficult to penetrate. But the reality is that you really need to go with expansion and then crosses. So because I will call vertical emfa. These are the situations how to be normal. But look at how many players crossing Jean Felix. 2 players before now it was him alone. But they have multiple players here, multiple bodies. How do you penetrate? Switch of player 1. Switch of player. Look at how many players are closing on Jean Felix. 2. This is the difficulty part of it. They don't relent. So when I'm a coach, first of all, I will go with 2 quality strikers, orthodox. Or more very good was or more potent, or more durable. May use to 2. Now I search a lot with the wingers so that Ashraf and me man and or best stay over because Ashraf bar when dangerous or wings or remember Ashraf ma at theater la me on so ma 2 wingers very good and until I midfield stay narrow no. So you see that in here. Method needs to stay narrow just to give these spaces to the fullbacks. And that is what you need to take advantage as a coach. That is the position of Ashraf Hakimi and then Atiatala. Two fullbacks, act closely, two centre backs. I'm a defense now, very narrow, but take advantage of these spaces. Take advantage of these spaces. And it depends a lot on how and when you switch play. Because I'm not conserving with this area. The only thing you need to do is to always switch wide and release your players. Ebani said you can have some minor chances. But when you pass Belgium, Croatia, and one more baby Spain. Spain has been touted as one of the most quality attacking sides. So anybody, a clear action. Because football is a job of practicality. I can only suggest take advantage of the fullback's position in the final third. But how is it workable? How is it practicable? It hasn't been done yet. It hasn't been seen yet.
Okay. Newton, you better say. Well, Newton Latte.